All right, I got exciting news. This is Joe Cox. Of the Joseph Brothers channel. I am starting a new channel called RantFree. The idea behind RantFree is, well, I am going to rant. I'm going to put a regular rant out. I'm going to try for every 2 weeks. Or sooner, but 2 weeks, because I work so much. It's hard to get in here and do editing. But the more exciting part of it, I'd like to get people to submit their rants to me, and I'll curate them. I'll take a look at them. And if they're interesting and humorous and of some import, I don't want to hear about ranting about the guy that cut you off in traffic. We want to talk about things that are important, that are going on in this insane world. We want to vent the outrage. But looking up the term rant on the dictionary, it did give it a kind of a negative spin, that a rant is a negative thing. But I don't see that it has to be. Sure, you can just get angry. There's several YouTubers who their whole shtick. I'm thinking of this one Italian guy. His whole shtick is just to scream into the camera. Use vulgarities and foul language and stuff. But and sometimes he makes salient points. But generally, he's just being funny with his shtick, ranting. And I'm thinking of there used to be an old radio guy in New York, Bob Grant. Bob Grant used to have great rants. And his callers used to have great rants. And a lot of times they were very important discussions within the rant. So that's what I'm looking to see. We've got so many topics to talk about. Now, who can submit? Anybody can submit. But just know this. If you're a left-winger, you're not getting on. I don't care how funny, how concise, or anything your rant is about. If it's left wing, it's not getting on. Okay? If it's pornographic, it's not getting on. If it's just hateful spew, it's not getting on, obviously. The point of it is to edify, to get other people to go, yeah, agree with it. Or, get a conversation going. I don't agree with that rant, and this is why. The rants that you submit can be rants about a rant you saw on the show. That's fine too. And the point is, we've all been outraged lately. And we've been isolated lately. And it's deliberate. It's deliberate that they're isolating us. And if we don't get a way to constructively get our outrages out, it can have adverse effects. And so there's a psychological benefit to a rant. Get it off your chest. If you're on Facebook, that's the only thing is good about Facebook, is a place to rant. It has no other redeeming qualities as far as I'm concerned. If you know me as Joe Cox or Joseph Brothers or Frank Catholicos, that's really all I do on there. I rant. I'll put poignant stuff and family stuff once in a while, but generally I think Facebook does a very good job of giving a place to rant. However, they've become very quick to filter, to put you in jail, to fact check. So none of that's going to happen here. I know it's a YouTube channel, but what I'm hoping is if we put it in a framework of a rant, that YouTube will probably just dismiss it. All right, and that's what I'm hoping, to fly under the radar and get dismissed by YouTube. And then, if it gets really big and they start, harassing me, or maybe I'll take it to BitChute. That's no problem. Or find some other outlet for it. Maybe Trump will finally do something worthwhile and get a channel out there. So that's it. So a couple of the rules. Now, this rant here is an introductory rant. Is it a rant? I guess it is. It's both. It's a rant about ranting. It's an exciting announcement about a YouTube channel that you might enjoy. This one's going to go long, but generally I was going to try and keep rants submitted 5 minutes or under. So if you send me a 15-minute rant, I'm probably not going to publish it because I won't have time to actually sit and watch the whole thing. I mean, that's the issue. This stuff, if I had like a producer here, if I had somebody to take care of the editing, I could go with, half-hour rants, let people just go to town and be orators. But no, I will only have so much time, at least right now, until I retire, and then I can maybe do it full time. But, so, consider sending me a rant, 5 minutes or less, something topical, something intelligent, something humorous, and something that's going to be edifying or of some purpose, educating. Again, we're not going to rant about the guy that cut you off. You can rant about the guy that scolded you for not wearing a mask. That's totally in. You will already get my ear. Because believe me, you're going to see probably half of my rants being about mask. I almost said a bad word. So that's the other thing. So let's keep the language clean. I'm not going to be able to sit through your video. And if you edit your video. I'll watch your video, but I won't be able to edit it. I'm not going to go in and put in a bleeper. So if you go through a rant, try to calm yourself down enough to hold your tongue. If you feel a bad word coming on, take a breath. Say, I'm going to take a breath. I was about to say a bad word. That's fine. But don't say a bad word, okay? Just because I don't have time for that. I was hoping to get a general audience. I don't want to get banned from YouTube. I'm not a Puritan. I'm not a Pollyanna. I know anybody with any passion will slip a vulgarity out. And so try not to, because I hate to see a good rant ruined, because it's happened to me. In fact, this is the third take on this. So I had to edit my own rant right away. I had to redo it. And it's hard to get that passion back up. That first time you come out with your rant will probably be your best take, okay? I could probably clip the very beginning or the tail end if you're saying, hello, my name's such and such. By the way, these can be anonymous. You have to give me something to name. This is from John Doe from Cleveland. Anything. But I do have time in my program to simply clip fronts and backs. That's not a really problem to shorten, so that you can get in under the 5 minutes if you're just kind of hemming and hawing at the very first. But I won't have time to edit through for content or anything like that, or language. So you send me a 5-minute video, I sit and watch it. It goes right on, or it gets turned away. But keep trying, And I don't think enough people actually are watching this or me, or paying any attention to me enough to get it going. So I will be probably linking this video onto YouTube, and hope I can get, somebody sending me a rant. I know I have a good amount of friends who we all go back and forth and rant with each other, rant at each other. But we're friends, and I think at least if my Facebook friends chime in with their rants, I could get this channel going. And again, it's not about money, because I'm not going to make any money. I just had this idea for the last week that it would be a good idea, because I was ranting behind my steering wheel all by myself, yelling at the windshield. Something I heard on the news, and it was like, God, if I could just put this down somewhere and get like-minded people to respond, it's cleansing. It gets it off your chest, and you can move on. It also helps clarify thinking, and it helps clarify your own debate on a matter. Sometimes a matter, if you rant about it, it clears it up in your head at the end of the rant. So, there's all kinds of things that I think this could be a positive thing. If not, it's just this boring bald guy just spitting at the camera. So, feel free to ignore me. That's fine. So, this is Joe Cox. I'm going to be signing off now. So, try for RantFree. So, it's R, capital R-A-N-T, capital F-R-E-E, ! Channel. So it'll be the RantFree channel on YouTube. And I'll have links for the email, so you email me your videos. Don't send them through Messenger. There's no way to record a rant off of Messenger, Facebook Messenger. There is a way, but there's no way I have time to do that. So you're going to have to send me an MP4 over the internet. I also will give you a link for a thing called WeTransfer. My friend Terry from Colorado and I use it all the time to send big files to each other. Even a 5-minute or less MP4 file is pretty big. And if you email me and link it, it might take a while to get through, or not get through at all, because maybe Gmail will filter certain size files. So I'll have a thing called WeTransfer. It's very easy to use. It's free. It's one of the best kept secrets on the internet. You can send files to each other, and while your file is being sent, they pop up commercials and stuff, and that's how they pay for it. And they don't send me email or spam or anything. And it works like a charm almost every time. So again, your format has to be MP4. Quality has to be just basically good. If it's got super glitchy video, or if you're moving around, or your lens is dirty and it's way out of focus, I'm sorry, I'm not going to put it on. It has to be watchable, like any YouTube video. So just general YouTube videos that people use make with their phones should work fine, audio and video. Don't do it while you're driving on the road. It's not safe, and the noise in the background is very annoying. And I'm trying to think what else. So let's give it a shot. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. All right. Signing off from Studio Outhouse. That's right, Studio Outhouse.